Hi, I'm Ghosty, and this is TLDR Plays, the series where we review games in 5 minutes or less so that you can decide whether they're right for you. Spirit City Lofi Sessions is a relaxing gamified focus tool set to a soothing lo-fi soundtrack. Use Spirit City as the background to your workday, track habits, and even start a journal to help you improve concentration and ease stress. I'm sure the first thing everyone gets right into when booting up the game is designing your avatar and decorating your room. You can constantly change up your avatar's appearance and your decor, so don't worry about being stuck with your initial choices. You can change clothes to match your current look or mood, select from a variety of hairstyles, and even use a color wheel for more specific customization. There's a pretty decent variety of clothing options, but not a lot of choices for your physical appearance. You do, however, get to add things like horns or bunny ears for that fantasy vibe. I don't 100% feel like I can properly show off my personality with my avatar. The clothing choices feel a bit limited in the amount of different fashion styles to choose from, but it does perfectly capture my slobbish layabout work from home style, which is more what Spirit City seems to tailor to. For room decor, I'm honestly jealous. I want this to be my room, and I've completely got the witchy cottagecore vibe that I wish my current room looked like. You can change the walls, the floors, and each little section has variations on the furniture you can choose. I would love if it could get to a point where you can individually place items to personalize it even more, but I know that's a lot to ask. Now, Spirit City doesn't have a story to follow, but each little spirit you find has their own short backstory. You are given hints as how to lure these spirits out of hiding, and with the combination of certain room activities, soundscapes, and a little bit of patience, these spirits will eventually come out of hiding and become a cute companion for you to hang out with. Now, let's talk about the main function of Spirit City, the built-in productivity tools. There's a to-do list for jotting down and checking off your daily tasks, and a timer where you can set how long you want your work sessions to be and add break timers too. There are also some nice extra features such as a weekly habit tracker and a journal. You can write freely in the journal, or if you struggle with that like I do, there are prompts to help guide your writing, which I often find helpful when feeling stressed or anxious. Although I don't use these features often, mainly because I don't boot up the game every day to keep up with the habit tracker, and I'm not into journaling or reviewing what I write, they are still great options to have. You can then earn XP from completing tasks and practicing good habits, which helps you level to unlock more spirits and currency for clothing and room items. As you might guess from the name, Spirit City Lofi Sessions offers curated lo-fi playlists, with a changing limited time playlist to give you a bit of variety. Now, I'm not a huge fan of lo-fi. It gets a bit repetitive, which I know is kind of the point, but a lot of the time I'm just not in the mood for it. But before you comment about why I judge this when the game literally has lo-fi in the name, don't worry, I'm bringing this up because A, you don't have to play the music. You can turn it off and just have the soundscapes and your own playlist on in the background. And B, there's the option to play your favorite YouTube playlist directly in the game, which is perfect for when you want to keep switching up the genre of music you're listening to, or you've already created your favorite playlists on YouTube and would rather listen to those instead. Another bonus, all the music Spirit City provides is stream friendly. So if you're someone who likes to do productive work streams, you don't have to worry about those pesky DMCAs. My only requests for the in-game music player are to add a dislike button so it can skip songs you don't like in the playlists, and the ability to like songs and have them put into a separate master playlist of favorites. Overall, I really find Spirit City Lofi Sessions incredibly helpful when I'm struggling to focus or need to rein myself in when I'm getting overwhelmed with all the projects I want to complete. I don't use this every day, mainly because I don't have time to sit down and do productive work every day. Life gets in the way, but I do think it's a great tool that I turn to at least once a week. The developers are constantly adding new features and interacting with the community, so I'm excited to see what's next. My one final, perhaps ambitious feature request: I'd love to chill with a friend in game and hang out in each other's rooms. I have a lot of long distance friends, and I feel like it would be nice to hang out when we're working on things so we can check in with each other and make sure we're not straying from our tasks. Spirit City Lofi Sessions is out now on Steam. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with all those indie games out there. Bye!